Meditation or Dhyaanam is an integral part of sadhana of a Vedanta student disciple. In recent times, since meditation has entered the mainstream, numerous misconceptions have arisen. We will explore 6 key myths about meditation from a Vedantic perspective and offer the truth and deeper insights into the profound practice. Myth 1. The goal of meditation is to empty the mind. Since most of us do not know how to manage our minds, we think that we can be at peace only when our minds are empty. Further, all of us experience great joy after a deep, restful sleep when the mind becomes dormant. Hence, people who attempt meditation often associate meditation with an empty mind devoid of all thoughts. This misconception naturally leads to frustration. Truth 1. Meditation is about transforming our relationship to the mind. From a Vedantic perspective, the goal of meditation is not to empty the mind. The goal of meditation is to abide in your true being, having gained mastery of the mind. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras defines yoga, which includes meditation, as chitta vritti nirodha, often translated as the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. However, this does not mean stopping all mental activity. Chitta vritti nirodha is better translated as mastery of the mind. Meditation is about cultivating the ability to not incessantly identify with the mind so that we can discern which thoughts are worth listening to and acting upon and which ones are not. As one progresses in meditation, thoughts may naturally subside, leading to periods of profound stillness. But this is a byproduct, not the primary goal. The ultimate aim is to realize one's true nature as the unchanging witness consciousness, illumining the ever-changing mind. Myth 2. Meditation is not working if your mind wanders. A lot of people are convinced that meditation is not for them as their minds are too distracted. They often worry that if their minds become too calm, they will become boring and not have ambition. Truth 2. If your mind wanders, congratulations. Your mind is working well because it is moving. A wrong diagnosis leads to a wrong treatment. Our problem is not that the mind wanders. The mind may feel like it is a solid, tangible entity, but it is correctly described as vritti pravaha, a flow of thoughts. Thank God your mind moves. Hence, all learning and interaction takes place. If your mind stops moving, then there will be no learning, no interaction whatsoever in this world. Thank God your mind moves, especially when you are driving and crossing the road in India. Still, we want our mind to not move when it is not required for our tasks at hand. Hence, the art of meditation is to bring your mind back again and again. Bhagavan Krishna teaches us, Yato yato nischarati manaschanchalamastheram tatastato niyam yaitat atmanyeva vasham nayet. For whatever reason, the unsteady mind, always in a state of flux, goes away. Bringing it back from that, with reference to the self alone, may one bring the mind into one's hands. Bhagavan Krishna further adds that the most exalted happiness reaches such a meditator who, without being discouraged, is consistent with the practice. Myth 3. Meditation is always a peaceful experience. Many newcomers to meditation expect it to be a consistently peaceful experience. When they encounter restlessness, boredom, or difficult emotions during their practice, they often feel that they are doing something wrong. Truth 3. Meditation practice may lead to the experience of all emotions, which embraces the entire human experience. Some meditation sessions may indeed feel peaceful and blissful, but others might bring up repressed thoughts, anxieties, or even painful memories. Meditation can actually cause some dysregulation or anxiety because it might be the first time that someone sits with the discomfort of their inner experience. They may observe things that they do not like or that scare them. When we start to pay attention, truths are brought into awareness where they had previously been hidden under layers of defensiveness. From a Vedantic perspective, these challenging experiences are not obstacles but opportunities for growth and self understanding. They allow us to observe and grow out of our conditioned mental patterns. Myth 4. You need to sit in a specific posture to meditate properly. There is a common belief that proper meditation requires sitting in a particular posture, usually cross legged on the floor with a straight spine. Truth 4. The body should be stable and comfortable enough to allow the mind to turn inward without being distracted by physical discomfort. The Yoga Sutras explains asana as sthiram sukham asanam, a posture that is stable and comfortable. The most important aspect of the meditation posture is that it allows the practitioner to be comfortable and alert. The goal is to find a position that allows one to sit steadily and comfortably for an extended period without distraction. For some, this might mean sitting on a chair or even lying down, especially if physical limitations prevent sitting on the floor. Relaxing the body and staying in a comfortable and stable posture is a preliminary step before meditation. Vedanta teaches us that meditation is a process of self-awareness that involves facing all aspects of ourselves. Myth 5. Meditation is a quick fix for all problems. In today's fast-paced world, meditation is sometimes marketed as a quick solution to all of life's problems, promising instant stress relief, happiness, and success. Truth 5. Meditation practice is not a substitute for doing what needs to be done, that is dharma. A lot of the problems we experience are related to the dharma of justice, kindness, and ahimsa not being upheld. If you or another one is being treated unfairly at home or at work, the solution is to address it with the other person and not escape into a room to meditate. Sure, collecting your thoughts and calming yourself down might be important so that you do not escalate the situation. But escaping the situation is not the solution. Many situations in our lives call upon us to be kind, accepting, and straightforward in our actions. Are we doing that? On the eve of the war, Bhagavan Krishna did not ask Arjuna, the great warrior, to meditate, but rather taught him the nature of the Atma and taught him that he was free to perform his dharma. So meditation is not a quick fix for all problems. Myth 6. All spiritual paths should begin with meditation. Truth 6. Meditation as a practice is introduced in traditional yoga and Vedanta only after the larger framework of an ethical life has been established. The principle in most spiritual paths is to move from the gross to the subtle. Meditation is taught much later, after one is largely living a life of dharma in one's interactions. One is practicing asana and pranayama, and there is moderation in one's pursuits. Ashtanga Yoga includes the following angas or limbs, which have a progressive quality to it, as well as a deepening of all these angas or limbs as you move through these. So, what are these 8 limbs? 1. Ethical living, yama, avoidances of adharmic behavior. Ahimsa, non harming. Satyam, truthfulness. Asteya, non stealing. Aparigraha, non grabbing. Brahmacharya, all discipline including sexual discipline. 2. Ethical living niyamas, observances of dharmic behavior. These are shaucham, external and internal cleanliness, santoshaha, contentment, tapas, discipline, swadhyaya, study of oneself and the scriptures, and Ishvara pranidhanam, surrender to Ishvara. 3. Asana, physical postures and practices. 4. Pranayama, breath regulation. 5. Pratyahara, sense withdrawal. 6. Dharana, concentration and focus. 7. Dhyaanam, meditation. And 8. Samadhi, absorption. Clearly, meditation, dhyanam, is much later in the entire system of Ashtanga Yoga. Let's say a person jumps straight into meditation after working crazy hours, inadequate sleep, and an argument with the partner, without going into any of the first few angas. What do you think will happen? The person will doze off to sleep or only ruminate about the argument, and will be quick to conclude that meditation does not work for me. What the person has not understood and perhaps not been taught is that meditation is an important step after the foundation of an ethical life and moderation has been established. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, Dhyana Yoga is the 6th chapter and not the first one. Only after revealing the nature of the Atma, the lifestyle of Karma Yoga, and Jnana Yoga for the goal of moksha, the sadhanas for mastering the mind, etc., does Bhagwan Krishna introduce the topic of meditation in the 6th chapter. Thus, meditation is seen as a part of a comprehensive system of self-growth and mastery, not an isolated practice that can create magic on its own. Understanding these common myths about meditation from a Vedantic perspective can help us approach meditation with more realistic expectations and a deeper understanding. Vedanta offers us a rich, nuanced view of meditation and hence offers different practices suitable to the student in the journey of learning. To conclude, the Katha Upanishad uses a very powerful example of a chariot and the charioteer to describe mastery. Atmanam rathinam vidhi shariram rathamevatu buddhim tu sarathim vidhi manah pragrahamevacha. Know the Atma, the Self, as Lord of the chariot, the body as the chariot itself, the discriminating intellect as the charioteer, and the mind as the reins. Indriyani hayan nahuhu vishayanstesha gocharan atmendriyamano yuktam bhokte tyahur manishidaha. The sense organs, indriyas, are the horses pulling the chariot. The objects of taste, touch, etc. are its path. The wise say, the Atma, united with the body, senses, and the mind, is the experiencer. This metaphor suggests that meditation is about learning to skillfully master the mind so that the Atma is discovered as you. All along, the meditator has been the Atma, that is you.